All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special guest. Good morning. Well, yeah, it's morning. It's morning here, still morning in Kansas City as well. So look, we're live on Radio Row, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, where the Kansas City Chiefs will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday. But right now, I don't think you all understand, and you probably never will, what I had to go through, how much Gates barbecue I had to promise this man. So, Ollie, you got to take care of your boy to get this man to come on and talk to me for a few minutes. But he is the Kansas City Star Chief beat writer. He's also my friend. He's also a man in the struggle. He is a veteran of the U.S. military, U.S. Army, and his name is Herbe Teope. Herbe, thank you so very much for spending a few minutes with me today because I know I was pulling your teeth and trying to. I'm doing everything except for promise you. Hey, we're going to go to the casino tonight, man. But thank you so much. And just jump right into things. I want people to understand and know how did you first start and get into the business?
That's a fascinating question because I took in a non-traditional route. Okay, like in 2002, we're in OIF 1, which was Operation Iraqi Freedom 1, and the troops were going forward. And where I was stationed, because of my rank, I was at the headquarters level, and so some of us didn't go forward. But you had the responsibility of telling a young 19, 20-year-old kid, sometimes 18-year-old kid, hey, I'm about ready to put you in harm's way. And sooner or later, a lot of that stuff starts wearing on you because the reactions from these kids, and you can call them kids, they're adults in the military, but because of their age, they're kids.
Yeah, mine as well.
Yeah, and I'll never forget one time where one soldier had his wife come talk to me. It's like, please don't send my husband forward. And I'm very diplomatic with her because she's a civilian. But, after she left, yeah, he caught the full brunt of Master Sergeant, former Drill Sergeant Teope's wrath. And just essentially said, you raised your right hand for a reason. You got to go. But that period of time, I needed a mental escape. Because it goes back to when you're telling young kids, they understand what they're getting into. Yeah. But when you're going into conflict, that's a totally different thing. So I also have thoughts when I hear NFL players always say,
going to war.
Yeah, we're going to war. The bullets are flying over. I immediately think, what do you know about that? So I needed that mental escape, and writing became my escape. Okay. Oh. Yeah, and then before you knew it, I didn't realize I was actually somewhat pretty good at it. And then job offers started coming, and that's when I was like, okay, turned down consideration for promotion to sergeant major 2 straight years, and then I retired after 20 years.
So did you initially go to school for that, or were you in the military, you started writing and then went to school for it?
Well, it's interesting you asked that because I already had a degree, justice administration, and then I've said, well, if I'm going to do this, because I understand that like most major media outlets are not going to hire you unless you have that piece of paper in school, so I went back to school. Yeah, okay. Kansas State. Yeah. K-State, Emaw.
I was gonna let you go ahead and do that thing. People do like that. Okay, so how did you venture? So was sports your first love when you decided to do it? And so how did you venture into where you are today? I know you were writing for, I believe, Topeka at the time when we first met. But how did you end up writing about the NFL or getting on to write about the NFL?
Well, my first job when I retired in 2006. Time Warner Cable Metro Sports used to be a thing, the regional sports network. I don't know what they are now, but like I worked with Leif Lysek, Mick Schaefer, and all. The crew
was it Metro
was
Sports there. Or was it at the time, or was it?
It was Metro Sports, yeah. And then in 2006, from there, working around the Chiefs, got to go up to River Falls, and just constantly covering the NFL, and then the career took off after that.
Okay, and I know you had to stop when you were with Topeka, and then you went down to New Orleans and then came back here. How was your time in New Orleans? I know you talk about the food and stuff. We talk about that all the time.
Well, and we also have an interesting comparison between Saints fans and Chiefs fans.
Okay,
both very diehard, love, breathe, eat, drink, sleep, everything about their beloved
Way too
teams.
Much.
Yeah, but New Orleans was that was quite an experience. It was a culture shock coming from the Midwest, but you immediately realize just how friendly the people are in New Orleans. The food is incredible. Oh, I know. Yeah, you love food. New Orleans is the place. If y'all love food, New Orleans is the place.
Look at Zion Wilson.
Yeah, I'm looking right at the camera.
Why he gets in trouble. So now during that time though, you were also with the NFL Network, and so how did that come about? And I guess obviously I don't think you would have been able, but how did that come about? Your time with the NFL Network?
Yeah, I enjoyed my time with the NFL Network. It's one of those deals in media. Someone just walks up to you from behind, and I was at the NFL Scouting Combine, and I believe it was 2017, 2018, and they were like, they had their eyes on me. They were interested in me, and as in most places, when you have a job opportunity and you make an offer that you can't refuse, you're like, okay. So I went from the Times-Picayune covering the Saints to working for the NFL.
And coming back to Kansas City, one of the main reasons why you came back to Kansas City at the time, even though literally the opportunity didn't coincide with you all working together, but becoming colleagues, was a conversation that you were having with our former friend Therese Taylor.
Yeah, Therese.
Talk about that. How you got back to Kansas City?
Therese, we had when we first met in 2013, because that was his first year on the Chiefs beat.
Yeah.
And one of the things I noticed, because look, there aren't that many of us. Okay? And that's the truth. There aren't that many of us in the NFL covering a team or even in NFL media. But when he showed up, I was like, I'm gonna see what he's about. But we started off as competitors, and then eventually grew into really, really close friends. I taught Therese how to play poker. I taught him how to shoot. I own a Jeep Grand Cherokee. What did he buy? A Jeep Grand Cherokee. And that was just my brother. I love Therese like that was my brother. He was my brother. And so when the opportunity came up with the Kansas City Star, the editor, Jeff Rosen, asked Therese, he's like, you think Herbe would be interested in this? And Therese reached out to me. Would you be interested in this? I was like, yeah, I'd come back home. So and that's how it all started. But Therese also played a big role in me coming back here.
Yeah, I mean, great guy. Obviously, he's still sorely missed in our press room. Now, and it's interesting because you talk about competitors, and look, we all have different avenues in that we have to do our jobs, but it's interesting. Most of us who cover the team, we're actually more friends than we are more so compared. Would you agree with that assessment?
I would agree with that, and it's not like that. That dynamic is not present in a lot of markets. Okay, I doubt. I've never worked in New York City, but I seriously doubt that media corps has the relationships that we have. We're a smaller media corps, and the same thing was in New Orleans. It's a small media corps, and we all got along. And you don't find that in a lot of media markets.
Yeah, no, you're right. Let's look at the game this weekend. I'll just get your quick thoughts on that. Look, we've seen how the Chiefs have been ebbing and flowing, and I asked Clark Hunt this, and I just want to get your thoughts on it. Are you surprised that there's not a lot of, or there wasn't a lot of Brett Veach talk about Executive of the Year with the moves? I tell people, I said it's interesting when you move from initially when you trade Tyreek Hill and you turn around and you do what you do, MVS, Juju, and the likes, and here you are in the AFC is a Super Bowl, doesn't get any love.
And not only him, what about Andy Reid, Coach of the Year? I mean, when his name's not being mentioned at all for Coach of the Year, but when you look at what the Chiefs behind the scenes guys have done, 10 rookies, all right, 10 rookies out of this draft class are on the active roster.
Exactly.
I challenge you to go around the NFL and find how many of their draft class ended the season on the active roster, because most of them end up on the practice squad, but they've all contributed.
Yes.
Do the Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl if not for the plays of the rookies? George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie, Joshua Williams with the interception.
Exactly.
Everybody contributed, and then Veach was the one who put it all together.
And they have 11 picks in this year's draft.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it's like another long night. Another long night.
Man, Herbe, look, man. I'm not going to ask you who you pick. I mean, we know who we do, but I really want to thank you, because people, you just have no idea how hard it is for me to get this, man. And so, I'm going to make it right for you, somehow, some way. So if I hit one of these parlays, we are definitely going. You're going to teach me how to play some poker, so I can learn from the master.
I've invited you over before, and you kept coming up with excuses.
No. Well, I can't lie. You live a long way, man. You do. And I drive gas guzzlers, so no. So I get that, and you have. So I'm not going to say that you haven't. Herbe, really appreciate the time, brother. And I know you got to go cover Roger Goodell in that press. I'll probably join you, but if we can't ask any questions, it ain't going to do me no good. But appreciate your time, brother.
Hey, thanks, brother.
Anytime. Thank you. Herbe Teope, Kansas City's Chief Star beat reporter, my friend. And trust me, it was pick and tape to get this man over here. So I'm so happy right now. Take care, brother. All right, coming up now, So we got to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with Kay Adams joining us on the show.
Kansas City Cocktail Company is a mobile bartending caterer serving the greater Kansas City area. They specialize in creating craft cocktails and providing exceptional service. Their mission is to provide their guests a unique bar and beverage experience and to make their hosts look like superstars and allow them to enjoy the party. KC Cocktail can bartend any event or any size group or drop off their craft cocktails right to your door. They have multiple mobile bars, including their signature bubble bars, a vintage bar cart, and a horse trailer bar for outdoor venues and events. Check out their website at www.kccocktailco.com or their social on IG or FB at KC Cocktail Company to get more info on bar setups, pricing, and availability. Or you can call 816-456-4388 or email at hello@kccocktailco.com.
All right, we are back here on Radio Row. Darren Smith going to be joined by Kay Adams, and she is the host of Up and Adams with FanDuel. So as we get her over here, we'll just jump right into it. And I want to thank Herbe Teope once again for stopping by. Hey.
I mean, did you dress up for me?
Well, you know, I have a
Good
brand.
to see you.
Pleasure to see you. Grab a seat. Thank you so very much. Well, you know, I try. Doing well. Yes.
I mean, you're back here.
Yes. Thankfully to Patrick Mahomes.
Let it feel normal, though. Don't start getting, y'all are getting used to this, huh?
I'm very much used to it.
Are we recording?
Yes,
Let me
we
tell
are.
you this. Dante Hall came on my show the
Oh,
morning
Lord,
after.
not Dante. Not Dante Hall. What was he talking about? All the X Factor, wasn't he?
Yeah, the human joystick. He likes to pop on from now and then. He'll pick up. Sometimes I just send him that Zoom link for Up and Adams, and he goes, "Okay, I'll get on." And then who knows? But he was
you
at
need
the
to have
game.
me on them Zoom links.
Okay, we will. We would. We listen. Long off season.
Okay.
I got no plans.
Okay.
You want to hop on? We'd love to host you.
Not a problem.
So we had Dante Hall on the morning after the AFC Championship game where he's spilling champagne on everybody. He hasn't slept. He slept an hour, and he said Kansas City fans were kind of quiet. And he goes, I think they're getting used to this. Going to the ship.
Hey, look. Well, you know it. That's the name of my show. You smart lady.
Uh-huh.
Now,
That's right.
I want to ask you this. One, I know you with the NFL Network.
Don't
before.
have we done a close up here?
No, we don't.
Have we done a close up? Ooh.
They've seen it a few times. So, question. I guess why leave the NFL Network to go to FanDuel?
Oh my gosh, because it's the future. Although I'll say this, I would love to work at NFL Network still. I love NFL media as a group. It was my goal. Almost my only goal was to go work for NFL Network because I really love representing the league. I love football. I think I do a good job of highlighting the really good parts of football. But I couldn't right now because there's stupid rules in place. I can't do both. No. So I can't work for FanDuel, which is the future, and NFL media right now. It could change tomorrow. We're waiting. If I was holding my breath, I would have died about 6 months ago.
Look, I got a question.
Go ahead.
No. So my question would be, and a lot of people are wondering, the league has a relationship, I guess, with DraftKings. I guess all the big
yes.
FanDuel didn't want.
I mean, FanDuel, yes. The league has a relationship with FanDuel, and that's the only one you out there watching need to know about.
But the reason why, you have a relationship, but NFL players and members and stuff can't officially or can't do any can't gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a big contradiction to be taking money, but then say your employees and the players and stuff can't make bets? And obviously, a lot of people think about Calvin Ridley and some of the other situations that came out over the year, but here they are with partnerships with these gambling sites.
I think the integrity of the game is the most important thing, and if we all love the game, then that has to be paramount, leading every decision, and any changes that happen, that will surely happen, need to be with kids' gloves on, with bubble tape. So yes, I'm sitting here saying, change the rule. I want to work for, I want to sit up, and you're seeing, even on NFL Network, they're talking about lines. They're doing all of that. It gets really ticky-tacky, but I respect the league and the sports betting groups like FanDuel that are so heavily regulated, and they want to make the right decisions. They know that integrity of the game is number one. And so, I'm sure things are going to change and evolve and go back or do whatever. But I know that them, and I know that they both want to get it right. So yes, there's some things that I have questions about, and there's head scratchers. Trust me, no one has more questions than I do. But I will say that I'm okay with it. It's like going through security here.
Yeah.
And they're like shaking me down. They're going through. They're like, "What's this pony you attached to your head? What is this? What are you hiding in there?" And I say, do it. Do whatever you need to do, because I want everybody in here to be safe, because that's the most important thing. So I will take the ups and downs and the slow rollout with the partnership between the NFL and these sports betting companies. And what I want to see is progress. I will take that because I know it is for the best of both the league and the sports betting.
Tell us about Up and Adams.
Thank you for asking about it. You're going to come on though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. You heard it here
Hold on,
first.
especially when they win, you need to have me on next week.
Okay. No, okay. But you're gonna be wiling on, on that parade route. I want that. I'll drop that Zoom link, and you just gotta hit it.
If I do the parade route.
Yeah.
Damn. I was gonna watch it. I was gonna watch. Don't tell me. I was trying to avoid. I don't like 700. I don't want to be around 700,000 people.
Neither do I.
Okay,
Who does?
so,
We'll see. You seem pretty confident about that win, huh?
yeah. I don't. Well, I'm talking to fantasy, so yeah, I've been on the thing a few times already. So yes, I'm pretty confident.
I love hearing that. Okay, so Up and Adams is a 1-hour show. You can see it on YouTube. You can see it on social media. Of course, it's all over Twitter. We have guests. It's very guest driven. Like Rob Gronkowski, he was on today. We have Buda Baker on today, Christian McCaffrey, but not just at Super Bowl. We've done just over 100 episodes, and we've had over 175 guests.
Nice.
Hall of Famers, Chris Collinsworth, Sean Payton was the first guest on my show. So I'm so grateful. Oh my gosh, to have like any connection with anybody that they would want to hop on. Even Dante Hall, like, was so incredible for him. Hours after that game, I'm sure he's exhausted, and he still wants to come hang out. So it's about personality. It's about different points of view. I'm not the kind of host, I never was, that wants to sit there and talk on a microphone for an hour just about what I think. Like, I want to talk to people.
Right.
Even in this interview, I'm like, what do you think? How are you? I'm very curious. So it's really good information. Some of the best beat reporters, the people and the men and women who are in the locker rooms talking to these players and these coaches, insiders like that. But also it's just about creating good content. And if I can show, another side of Gronk, who everybody thinks is this big,
Big
character.
lug, yeah.
And I can show he's actually mature. He's looks at his career and it's evolved and all of that. If I can do that, that's a win for me. So thank you for asking.
You're very welcome. Who do you like in this game Sunday?
I don't care. Is that a bad answer?
No, it's not. But I will ask you this, though.
But I want a good game. Don't give me no NFC Championship thing on Sunday.
No.
I don't want to see any of that.
I will ask you this, though, because I remember there was a free $25 K Adam bet on FanDuel that I got a chance. But yeah, when can we see another one of those drops? So
what do you mean? I've never won one. You really want to do that?
Well, look, if nothing else, it's a free $25. So
if you knew how hard it was for me to come up with these parlays, and I sit there and I change them, and I'm crunching numbers, and I'm doing everything I can to hit one. I did not hit one. I did like 12 this year, no, maybe 10. I did not hit one.
How many legs though?
3, 4, 2, 3. But it's fun. I love fantasy football, so it's easy for me. I'm really new to this space. Sports betting.
That's what's so fun. Like, I'm from Missouri.
Yeah.
So they don't have it. They have. Okay. I went to Link University, but it's cool. It's Jeff City, but
listen, I love Jeff City. What's that good Mexican restaurant right off the highway, off the 90, off the 70? Ooh.
I didn't do that.
I'll find it.
I will tell you
Best
this,
queso in the Midwest. Go on.
See, I like you.
I like you too.
So I have to drive across state lines to place my bets on FanDuel. So I do. So, but I mean, we can't get any free bets.
Okay, he wants another free drop. Was he talking about having Raph on, right? So our CMO, which is amazing, Mike Raffensperger, our CEO, Amy, is going to be here tomorrow. Amy Howe. That's how close-knit this FanDuel family is. And if I ask for another something.
See, you know I said the wrong thing. If I bet you, you're going to take that bet.
Maybe we can make something happen here in the off season, because I owe the viewers. I went and messed up. I do not have good luck. I am no good luck. So I'm going to try for you.
Let people know once again. So are you on social media?
Yes.
Let people know where they can find you on social media, and also where they can watch you on Up and Adams.
At Hey K Adams on Twitter, and then you can find my show just from there. So I would just say, go to Hey K Adams. The show is called Up and Adams. Get it? Up and Adams.
Up and at 'em.
And check us out. We're here if anybody's here at Super Bowl, I'd love to meet you. I have hats and fun stuff. So yeah, come check
Yes,
me out.
I'm finna get some swag now.
Yes, you
so
are.
we got-
Yes, you are. You can't ruin this though. This is
Oh,
the
no.
whole look here.
Oh, trust me, this is just Wednesday. We
Fit
still got
check.
Thursday, Friday, and game day.
I can't. I don't know if this place can handle that heat.
Yeah, they have to every day.
Security's not going to let you through.
They know me.
Okay.
They know me. Okay, Adams. Make sure you first of all
Thank
make sure
you.
you sign up for FanDuel. You know, if there's a little thing, you know, if you need a referral code, holler at your boy. I got you. You know, I'll take that little free $50. It's
God.
not as much as some sites, but you know, I'll take it anyway.
FanDuel is the best. We are leading the way.
oh.
Let me get
Hold on, no,
we are
hold on.
number one. You
First
think
of
I
all-
would go work for a company that wasn't number one in the space? You've got to be kidding me.
First of all, I shouldn't even be doing this live on the air.
I don't
but
think this is allowed. This is getting hazy. I gotta go.
I said
I don't know what
live.
the boundaries are. I don't know what the geo. What is it? The geo.
Oh,
What?
see, that's-
The geo data where you're supposed to be. I don't want none. I don't want none. Love
All
you. Talk
right.
to you guys. Bye.
Let's go. We'll be right back.
Are you hosting a Super Bowl party and want to elevate your guest experience? Paige White at KC Cocktail Company is doing a cocktail drop-off giveaway to one lucky individual. KC Cocktail Company specializes in creating beautiful, delicious craft cocktails, and Paige's promotion includes 75 servings valued at $300. You can choose from one or two different craft recipes. And also included in this package, Paige provides the cups, napkins, straws, cocktail setup with jugs for the cocktails, and garnishes to complement the craft cocktails. To enter to win, check out our website at www.kccocktailco.com and sign up for the promotion. You will be entered to win, and the winner will be announced on February 10th. Everyone who enters the contest will receive a 10% discount on a cocktail drop-off package of your choice. Contact Paige and KC Cocktail Company directly to learn more. Don't wait until the last minute. Reserve your cocktail drop-off today. Their phone number is 816-456-4388, and the email is hello@kccocktailco.com. Don't miss out on this chance to elevate your party to the next level.